Hey, Drill Squad. Welcome to another episode of EPZ Unleashed, Season 2, Episode 2. This is your 10-minute timeout where I break down the latest and greatest in 76ers basketball in just 10 minutes. So, lately there's been a lot of different runs going on. The Rico Hines runs, the Johnson runs, the Swiss runs. Um, they've been showing a lot of Philly players, the young guys especially. Um, the one thing that stands out to me is Rico Hines, of course. He's a part of the coaching staff on Philly's team, and he is pressing these young players to play harder, play stronger. The youth development is like your moment, take it. He's telling them to run harder, keep going, shoot the ball. You know, he's letting them know about the good passes and the bad passes. I've seen just about every Philadelphia 76er out there except for Maxey and Joel. Um, I believe Rico Hines holds these in, in in Los Angeles, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's in California somewhere. Um, but he is a good coach, a good development coach. Um, I was just spending more time listening to what he was saying and instead of really watching what the guys were doing. Of course I'd go back to see what the guys were doing, but I really wanted to see what kind of things he was trying to get them to see because he does give them a somewhat of a pep talk to let them know, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Continue to do something, continue to be active, continue to go out there. And I totally enjoy it. Another thing we're gonna be talking about is the best duo. This has been going around for the last few days. Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid have my vote. If you listen to this podcast, I'm sure they have your vote too. But let me know in the comments what you think about who's the best duo in the league. Of course, we have Paul George, and that's a trio. But as far as what you've seen so far, is been the Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid duo. Last year, in the beginning of the season, they were the top duo in the league. They were moving into the top duo of history beyond Kobe and Shaq. Yeah, I said it, beyond the Diesel and the Mamba. They were just working so well together. And to see them practicing together, like who does that? These are two stars, two all stars, two superstars that are taking the time out of their summer. Say, you know what, training camps in a few weeks. Let's get together. Let's learn some things about each other. Let's work on these plays, look on these moves. And they're doing it all without their head coach. They're just, out there. And I think that's not only building synergy and chemistry within the leaders of this team, but it's also showing that, you know, the the stars of the team are working. Paul George is releasing videos of his workouts. He's not just shooting around, he's building his strength. He's building his speed. Like this guy was killing it. I I even had my nephews out there doing some of his drills. Like, man, build your quickness. My nephew's 12. He's about to try out for his seventh grade basketball team. Last year he was unavailable for the tryouts, but this year he's really hoping to get there. And so anytime I see something that he could learn from any of these players, I have him try it out and get stronger, get faster. I'm a defensive kind of aunt, so defense is always in the forefront. I want him to be quick. I want him to be fast. I want him to be, a versatile, but defense is going to get you on that court and keep you on that court. Um, After watching the Rico Hines and the duo of Joel Embiid, I thought to myself, like, who has the Maxey mentality? Like this guy came from a season, 1 year in college of playing phenomenal basketball. I didn't hear about him until late, like probably maybe a few days before the draft. I started looking him up and seeing what he was about, and I wasn't really sure if they were picking him. It was quite a few players that I was looking at. He was one of them, and I thought, okay, yeah, he's nice, he's all right. He's way beyond that now. Looking at that footage, looking at how he is now, is completely polar opposites. Like he's he's a stronger player. Of course he's gotten older, but he's gotten better. And that's what I'm talking about, a Maxey mentality. His motto of getting 1% better every day is infectious. And I'm taking that mantra on with the things that I'm doing with this podcast, with my creative side of my AI development, all that other things. I am taking that on as well, as trying to get 1% better with my streaming, with my gameplay, all of that. And I think that these players that are on the Sixers team, these young players, are also um, just trying to do what they can to get a roster spot. You look at Jeff, you look at David, you look at um, Ricky, you look at Jared, you look at Adem. These players are trying to get a roster spot. They have one, but how long are they going to keep it? We need Joel Embiid to get some rest. We need Tyrese Maxey to get some rest. We need Andre Drummond to get some rest at times. We're gonna need our guards to get rest. These players, this roster is built for success. And when I say success, I'm not just meaning like uh, they're gonna score a lot. I think this team is gonna be a defensive team. I think, oh, I forgot about Justin. Don't forget about Justin Edwards. David Jones. Let's not forget about them. Um, I think the way this team is constructed, it's defensive minded. I mean, let's look at the second string. The second string with Andre Drummond. Let's put in there KJ Martin. Let's put Kyle Lowry out there. Let's put Ricky Council out there and Caleb Martin. Okay. You already see defense. You already see defense. People know how I feel about KL, but he has that I'll take a charge for the team mentality, defense. KJ wants to block everything that comes by his eyes, defense. Andre Drummond snatching down rebounds, defense. I mean, Caleb Martin, defense. And who they got to throw that ball clear across the court? Reggie Jackson, defense. So I really feel like this team is built to be successful. I think that in time, I'm gonna give it like 20 games. People are gonna start saying, oh my gosh, um, who is Eric Spoelstra? Because the coach of the year, honestly, I think is gonna be Nick Nurse. Um, I'm not gonna touch much on that because last year it wasn't really a good judge. I couldn't really see him. I saw him, but I couldn't really see him, with Embiid going down and Maxey's going down. Kyle went down. It was it was up and down. So I really didn't want to hold that against him. So this year is really gonna be my hopefully be where I could really see what he's thinking when he calls certain plays and out of bounds. I couldn't stand his out of bounds plays last season. They were horrible. I didn't understand what he was thinking. I don't know if they didn't execute it right or what, but I'm not saying all of them were horrible. Most of them were trash. Straight up. I'm a Sixers fan, but most of them were trash. And I just didn't see why he was calling those. Why what? Like it was there were plenty of plays where he could have threw the ball to the middle of the floor and let Paul Reed go get it or let KJ go get it. And it just wasn't happening like that. Or I just didn't, I don't know. Maybe I was looking at him wrong, but I just didn't like it. I'll find some footage. Maybe I can show you a little bit of that footage. You see the footage just playing right now. This is the kind of defensive team that we have to look forward to. Tyrese Maxey blocking shot after shot, blocking shot after shot. I mean, give me that ball, snatch that ball. It's ours, whether we're at home or we're on the road. I think we'll be a great team at home, but I think we're going to be an even better team on the road. Last season, we started off on the road so wonderful. It was like, man, what in the heck? This team is crazy. We killing everybody. They got to come out hard with this in season tournament. It's gonna be, it's gonna be like crazy this year because of who they have and what they're doing and how they're going to make this team stand out for everybody. We got Joel and leadership. We got all this Maxey mentality to talk about. But I'm not going to keep you guys for too long. That's a wrap for the 10-minute time out. So, huge shout out to the drill squad. Thank you all for your continued support. Be sure to subscribe, follow, stay tuned for more updates as we get closer to training camp. Catch you next time on EPZ Unleashed.